Did get to listen to a lot of classic albums because, like JAYY said, because of the Apple Music 100 albums of all time. I saw that Jermaine Dupri had a problem because he said it wasn't enough R&B albums on the list. I felt like it was a good amount, but also I feel like I kind of was categorizing R&B and neo soul in the same. Because I know they had like Sade on there, Erykah Badu on there.
Yeah,
Where did they rank TP2.com by R. Kelly?
It was on the list.
R. Kelly is not on that list.
For good reasons.
For good reasons.
Nope. You can't do that.
For good reasons.
You can't do that. You can't do that just because somebody did some foul shit in life. When you start talking about it, if you talking about the 100 best albums of all time,
R. Kelly ain't up there. I'm sorry.
R. Kelly got to have a 2P2 should be up there, and R, the one with he got the little bald head with the red on. You know what I'm talking about?
It was flat with his shirt.
Like Chris. He look like how Chris is.
His chest was out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not the top 100 albums
in a non-incriminating world. We will definitely have to put R. Kelly on that list, but in the real world, no. Sorry.
All time, no.
Hold on. This is a question for you right now.
This disown you.
This is a single question. This is a single question for you. So you don't feel like R. Kelly don't take away all the nastiness?
Okay,
all the nastiness.
I'm trying to.
R. Kelly don't have not one album that should be in the top 100 albums of all time.
Because I'm gonna give it to you like this, right? Pause.
Answer that question. Yeah, pause. Answer the question at hand. R. Kelly don't have not one album that should be top 100.
I'll remove myself from this conversation by saying I've never heard an R. Kelly album.
All right. Let's move on, people.
So he not. Yeah. He not.
Like I know R. Kelly music. I don't know what album.
So before I get into like.
Oh, the kids really only know him for wild stuff.
That's crazy, right? Before I even get into my bag, and I think that's probably a conversation why people don't respect. It's a lot of people that don't like Kobe like that, because when Kobe, a lot of people was born, Kobe was going through that rape and like all this was really trying to stir his legacy. Or Allen Iverson, like if you weren't really around during those times, you don't really know what those boys was doing to the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how outside was different when like AI and Kobe and them, like LeBron and them, they cool, but outside was a little bit different than them eras. I don't know if it was just age, but it was different. Outside was different. But
that's why they was out there doing what they was doing. Because outside.
So what was your biggest problem with the Apple 100? Because you don't understand R. Kelly, and that wasn't on that. That wasn't no like get you upset. Like what got you upset?
What got me upset the most? I'm not gonna lie. What got me upset the most was that Frank Ocean's "Blind" was number 5. Yeah.
Of all time?
All time.
Was Frank number Ocean 5.
Blonde. It was
the one with the white cover?
Yes. It was number 5.
I like that album.
All time.
It's one of my favorite albums by Frank Ocean. He only got 2, right? So, yeah.
It's Blonde and what? Channel Orange?
Channel Orange, and he got like a mixtape.
I like Channel Orange over
Blonde being the top.
I like Channel Orange.
Hold on. Where is 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying ranks on this?
That was like 86 or something.
All right, well, we ain't got to talk about Apple no more.
That's what this is a conversation for. Let me
definitely
look at
talk about this list.
You definitely got to talk about.
But that's what that is to me, and this is why I don't like. A lot of those platforms don't get credibility. They get credibility because they got money, but when in a culture they don't have credibility because there's nobody that's actually in a culture that's really working for them.
I wouldn't say there's not anybody, but there's they definitely are overruled a lot of the times on decision making.
Yeah,
there are people in there that are fighting for our cultural rights in music, and I appreciate y'all.
I'll give us this right.
I'm gonna say that's my same gripe. That's my same thing that I have with the and that's not with that because they actually have people in the culture. But I said when you put out titles like that, you gotta have it like these are ours. But when you're trying to speak to an entire culture and you're trying to put the stamp on like this is it, you gotta do a little bit more digging because be my issue. That's my issue with like Lyrical Lemonades. They do like they top 50 albums every year.
Please chill. We trying to go.
Gotta think about it like
no, I'm not. I'm putting that's what that. See, you stuff like that be making me making them seem negative. What I'm finna say is like.
Don't say that's my problem.
It ain't your problem. That's that's not even the issue. My issue with that is that the segregation of hip hop But when you're saying this like it's the top 50 Chicago artists and you have that much platform, your platform is that big, like you got to make sure you're doing just in the city of Chicago. Make sure you're doing the due diligence and have your team out really getting the perspective of different albums, because there's no way that Fly Skin's album last year that he dropped last year, Confidence, wasn't on Lyrical Lemonade's top 50 Chicago albums.
I agree with you on that. I would agree
I'm
with you.
not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know Lyrical did something like that.
They do that they do it every year.
I didn't even know this.
That album alone should have been on anybody had a Chicago list for top albums. That album alone should have been in a top 10 somewhere, top 10 or top 5. That's how well put together that project was.
This is me. All right, we can be honest. Like, are there 50 albums that come out from Chicago artists a year?
I think it's more so projects.
They do
I don't
projects,
think it's,
EPs.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't think it's just strictly
Like
albums.
50,
I think
that's
they just
a
put
lot.
them all. Yeah, as long as it's a project, some type of body of work, they just put it all.
They put it all
It's
on there.
considered.
I love that they
In
do that. I
consideration.
love that they do that because they're giving everybody some shine. But I think it's just another step that I feel like as media and like an Apple or Spot, when you putting that type of out, you have to take another step. Like when we do our list, right? When we do the list, it's not just like, okay, this is what CODY thinks or what BREE thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
People could say the same thing.
I'll give Apple some credit, right? Because they
can't, though,
they don't make it just themselves. They reach out to people. So they make this list with radio personalities. They make this list of people in the culture, with artists, producers, engineers.
And that's why I said it. I don't think it's not that we don't have representation in those rooms. I think that sometimes a lot of our percentage of representation isn't as much as the majority.
This might shock y'all though, but if 7 of the top 10 albums are black artists.
I mean, we make the best music. Hold on.
I mean, honestly, if we being for
I wanna show y'all
real,
This
the
is not
list.
rap albums of all time. This is every.
if we being for real,
everything.
like 70% of this list are black people.
Exactly.
Well, it's a win. Shout out to
That's what I was gonna say too. Like,
From Aretha Franklin
Yeah.
launch to 50 Cent,
Stevie Wonder got 2
Stevie
albums on there.
Wonder,
Kendrick.
Michael
Kanye,
Michael
Jackson.
How many Drake got on there?
Lauryn Hill got the number 1 spot.
Yes.
Take care.
Drake, I think, has 1.
He wasn't. Yeah.
I don't like that Thriller was number 2.
What's number 1?
The
Lauryn
miseducation
Hill.
of Lauryn Hill, because there's no other album like it out here in the world.
Yeah, I agree. They got that right. They definitely got that right.
Never be
Number 1
another. Nothing that comes even close to
I
the
love it,
miseducation of
though.
Lauryn Hill.
I love it though.
That's probably yeah.
Okay, now for that, Apple needs to pay her tax money.
Hey, what's up? What's the word?